On this episode, we'll be covering what our most toxic traits are, the drama between Kerry Washington and Tony Goldwyn, and what to do when you don't like your friend's partner, a dilemma. Let's get started. Hello?
Hello?
Oh my God, where have you been? I have to tell you something.
Girl, bring it. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Call Me Later podcast, where we will cover the personal, the popular, and the peculiar. I'm Lauretta.
And I'm Annie Steinberg. And you've now been dialed into our weekly call about relationships and dating,
pop culture and lifestyle,
and friendship and community in the city of Medellin.
No, you need to call me later. Hello? No, pero llámame ya. Hey, call me later.
All right, so I have no toxic traits. Probably not. Probably not.
That's a hot take.
That is a hot take. I am perfectly toxic-less. I'm sorry for you guys that are out there being toxic, but I have healed and I no longer have any toxic personality traits. Haven't you heard?
Do you know, as someone who be knowing you, I believe this.
Oh, you believe me?
That not a single Yes, I believe
Lauretta.
this. I believe that you don't have a single toxic trait. I know. I'm
the most romantic thing you've ever said to me. I love it. That's beautiful. But that is...
I'm such an uplifter.
A wicked, wicked lie. But I mean, I'll take it. Why not?
So I have a couple of toxic traits. And I wonder which one is the most juicy to tell you.
I mean...
Because I could say something like...
I don't know, to hear all of them.
I could say something like... I could say I've got a bit of a temper.
Fair.
And again, I actually think I'm someone, old me from like 3 years ago and me today are different people. I was so short-tempered.
Okay.
That if you annoyed me, some people had better ways of like regulating that specific emotion.
Okay.
And I did not. Like,
right.
Like angry would maybe just like not talk to you until they calmed down and then they spoke to you.
Right.
Whereas I was just like, I would be so serious to the point you'd be so terrified of me.
Right.
Because it's almost worse yelling.
It's like it's festering
so, like, I feel like I had a little
under
bit
the
of
surface.
That. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're not shouting at me, but I feel like if I breathe
but you
wrong,
might
you're
any
gonna kill
second.
me, Lauretta. Literally. And I feel like I have some other toxic traits such as, I don't know, like I like when I'm with a nonchalant person who's normally completely nonchalant, but then I've infiltrated them and now they're like totally and completely chalant. I love that. Apparently that's toxic.
They are chalant all the way. They are Timothy Chalant.
No. And I love that. That's the thing I'm so obsessed with.
Yeah.
Is that, yeah, I'm a super cool person. Like nothing really ever bothers me. Like I'm super stress-free.
You're about to
and
be bothered.
Literally, they're like, literally, and then suddenly like you're like right under their skin. I love it. But someone told me that was actually a toxic trait. Don't really think that it is, to be honest. Actually, fuck that person, because maybe it's not a toxic trait. Maybe I just love in a different way than other people. Who knows?
True. I personally used to love what I used to call breaking a man. Until I did it a little too hard, Lauretta, and then I had a boyfriend that couldn't stop crying, and I was like, for fuck's sake.
No.
Like, it's just...
Like...
But for me, getting a man to cry, especially, like, it feels like the type of guy that was like, oh, I haven't cried in 5 years, and I was like, well, that's about to change. And not that I would make them cry, because I would make them feel bad, but I would just, like, poke at their psyche a little bit until, like, they opened up and they... like really, really opened up. But then again, I did do that with someone that things got out of control. And I was like, ooh, I miss cavemen. I miss men with no emotions. This is too much. I don't want to care for all of this like emotional labor. And like once he opened up, there was like no closing up again. Holy fuck. It was exhausting. So I'm never going to do that again. I never want to see a man cry again. It's the worst. I'm sorry. Keep your feelings to yourself again.
Like, I don't know, like, I'm sorry, but I love a man who cries. Like,
no, Lauretta, I'm telling you, I used to love it, but then it gets out of control, and I was like, can we not? It does. Like, I mean, it only happened to me this one time with this one guy, but it was just like, okay, like let's get back like out of touch with our feelings because I'm hating this. Like we can't have a
Get
normal
out of touch
conversation.
with our feelings is
I'm
crazy.
so fucking done with this. Like I literally remember talking about it with a friend where like her husband was going through some emotional stuff and so was my boyfriend. And she was like, I miss like the olden times with like men and machetes, and like enough feelings and more machetes. Obviously, this is a joke. Don't come for me. I support men's mental health, but up to a point.
I don't know, girl. Because, like, I have been in a relationship with men who typically don't cry. I've not been with, like, a crier. I've heard that that's, like, a huge ick for people in heteronormative relationships when every little thing your man cries. So I've never dealt with that. But I have dealt with, like, there has been times when my partner has cried and Annie,
No, it's beautiful.
like shattered my heart.
Yes.
It's like I'm
Yes.
like it's like you're their mother. Like I think that's the only way you can actually describe it because
But
you
I don't
see
want to
them.
be nobody's fucking mother except the child that I
Oh.
birthed myself or the children, you know?
Oh God.
Is that
I don't
awful?
know. I feel like
You're like, I'm
No,
ready
it's
to
not,
mother
it's
a
not.
man.
I'm ready to care for a man.
Fair.
And I'm ready to deeply care for a man because I feel like this is the other side of it.
Uh-huh.
It's that when you date someone, you ask them what's wrong when there's something clearly wrong with them. You're like, what's wrong? They're like, nothing.
Oh, no,
And
okay.
That's what
Okay.
they do. They'll sniff and they'll say
Right.
nothing. They'll be like, and then you ask them again, what's wrong? They're like, nothing. And then you ask them a third time, they'll go, I swear, nothing. And then they'll fuck your
Right.
sister. Fuck that. I'm so sorry. I'd rather you just cried.
Because I was going through a hard time.
And you know that's the excuse they're going to use.
No.
You know they're going to use that excuse
100%.
down bad.
100%. Yes. but again, it is beautiful, but it can get out of control. But I did used to love being able to get them there. Did I ever tell you about the guy that I made watch Coco because he wouldn't cry?
Oh my God, no. That's a tearjerker for men.
Oh my
I've
God.
heard.
And listen, I sobbed so hard when I was watching Coco for the first time. I was in the movie theater. I had to like choke myself with my sweater, like fully like stuff it in my mouth so I could like hold from like, because I was just like dry. It was just, it was bad. It was gnarly. But so this man told me that he hadn't cried, I think, in like 8 years when he told me that. And I tried. I did my typical techniques. Still wouldn't cry. And I was like, oh, we should really watch Coco. He didn't cry. I broke up with him. I was like, you're dead inside.
Really?
Yeah. I
And
mean, I had a couple of things already making me like annoyed at him. But then when he couldn't even cry, I was just like, nah, I'm not safe here. This is not
fair. Like it's giving serial killer vibes. It's
Yeah.
giving like Ted Bundy.
Yeah.
And,
I was like, okay, not a single feeling has been felt
the other
here.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think so focused on what a toxic trait is in a man. Oh, I know what my toxic trait is. I know what my number one might be.
I'm
And you're
ready.
going to notice I'm going to have a couple of number one top traits.
Love it.
toxic
Love
traits.
it. Love it. It's a tier.
I prefer when I make more money than a man. I actually prefer that.
Yes. We've
Yeah.
talked about this. Yes. Okay. And why
That's
would
my
you
thing,
label that
down
as
bad.
toxic versus just as a preference?
Because I think deep down inside of me, the seed of it is toxic. And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
It's because if I want to go to the Maldives,
Yes.
little Juanito from Castilla is not telling me that I cannot go. I
True.
swear to fucking
True.
God.
True. Yes.
And I feel like other people who would like to make more money than their partner just see it as like, oh, like I'd really like my security and X, Z. But I just find that like men really use money for control, and
They
I just
really
want to be
do.
able to control my own life.
Bro,
Like if I want to go out
bro.
for dinner, like,
Yes.
hon, let me cook. Because if I want to go out for dinner, you can't tell me fucking shit. So like once upon a time, I was adjacent to a family and they were Colombian.
Okay.
And the dad worked, the mum worked in the house. So she was a stay-at-home mum.
Right.
And there were times where if she wanted to do literally anything, Annie, she had to ask him, "Ay, Mario,
No.
can I please get my nails done?"
No.
And he'd literally
Absolutely
say, "No,
not.
you can't."
No.
And the gag was he would often say no. Any little thing, no, you can't.
Listen,
No,
I have a
you
story
can't.
from like
Ah!
2 days ago. A friend was telling me about how she was dating this guy who was really wealthy and she wasn't making any money at the time. And because it was one of those dynamics where she was like very dependent on the guy's money, they traveled to Switzerland. She traveled with $40 in her bank account. Those $40 got deducted off of her fucking bank
Not-
account because of a credit card payment. So she had $0 to her name in fucking Switzerland. No cheap place to
Switzerland.
be. They
No,
had
no.
they had a fight. She didn't eat anything the whole day because she couldn't ask him for money.
No, I'm gagged. No, I'm dead. I'm
And I
deceased.
literally, as she
No,
was
no,
telling
no,
me
no,
the
no,
story,
no.
I was like, oh shit, you had no hotel money to go to a different hotel because you had a fight, or like to get another room.
yeah.
That's where my mind went initially. But she was like, no, I literally couldn't eat. And I was like, oh,
No.
fuck.
No. No,
Lauretta.
I'm sorry. We need to snippet this bit of the call and literally like send it to the UN as
No,
just
for
like
real.
a message to
For
women
real.
everywhere. Like,
You could be in
you
Switzerland.
don't want to be in
hungry.
Switzerland.
No, it's
no,
so crazy.
What?
So crazy. So I completely agree with like having financial independence, not having to ask anything of anyone is so important. So important. I still don't get, I want you to dive into it a bit more. What is the actual toxic part of it? Because so far it seems like it's a pretty like self-explanatory thing. I think, is the toxicity the fact that you need it to be more than what the other partner is making?
I think it's more that I perhaps have been around too many certain types of people in my life for too long. That's how I'm going to package that sentence right now. Because I have people who, no, I'm going to say, this is a safe space. I'm actually going to fully say what I'm going to say. I find that women in this day and age are using the fact that a man contributes to you financially as a bare fucking minimum bar for a good person.
Oh, I completely
And-
agree. I completely agree.
And it irks me. Like, it actually, like, and I want to support a friend. I love a friend. I love a girlfriend.
However,
However, I just find that, like, my friend will go on a date with a guy and she'll be like, yeah, so I stood around and waited to see, like, whether or not he would, like, pay for dinner or whether or not he would pay for this. And that's her metric. And because I've not then heard like, oh, and he was really funny, or he was really interesting, or he asked me about my job, or we aligned from a career perspective, or like a political perspective,
Totally.
or you
totally.
know, I don't hear that ever. I don't hear that literally. Listen, I even would rather hear about his dick than hear about what he pays for.
No, I
right?
completely agree.
Because
I
listen,
completely agree.
I could be with a broke man as long as he's breaking my back. You can be broke, right?
Some
You can be broke.
breaking is gonna be happening, and you can be
You
broke.
know? Whereas I find that's where the problem comes from. So I feel like I've probably like overcorrected and said, listen, I actually think I want to make more money than you.
Fair.
Because I don't want to hear this. And I wonder, like, why does that matter so much? Because I could just stop and say, oh, I just want to make sure I'm financially stable and like my money's my money. And
Exactly. That's my
fine.
question. Like, why does it have to be more and not just that I'm still able to like financially support myself?
I think the problem is that, and it's not a problem because it's a fact. The issue is that I find that when you make more money than a man, in some circumstances, it does one of two things. It either filters out fucking pussies. I'm sorry, there isn't a better word for that in this circumstance. It filters out men who are pathetic. And two, I think it guarantees me certain levels of respect. And the filtering out comes from the perspective of like
toxic male energy sort of thing.
Like, no, because have you heard of couples therapy?
Yeah.
Show.
Well, actually, we
So
spoke
there's a-
about it last episode, Loretta, and I called her Lorna. Her name is Orna.
Oh yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, girl, but I know what
you know who I was
meant.
talking about,
Girl,
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
you. And so there's a British version, I think, called Blue Light, Blue Therapy, Blue something.
Okay.
And there was a guy on there, which I think I've discussed with you on a call before, who there is no other way to describe it than he hates the fact that his girlfriend made more money than him.
Yes.
Like, he hated her.
Yes, it sounds familiar, yes.
He was like, and you turned up with a nicer car than me.
I know.
And I was like, and I'm sorry,
Sleeping
that's
with
why
the
I feel like
enemy.
it's,
No, I'm sorry.
honestly, and I feel like that's why it sifts out losers, to be really honest with you.
Yeah. No,
I
that's,
think
that's
it
a really good
sifts
point.
out.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've overcorrected because I
Yeah.
could just be like, oh, you could make the same amount of money as me.
You were like, no,
And
I
I'm
have to make $1
no.
more.
Yeah. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No. You can't tell me nothing about nothing. Because I feel like one of the things we don't do is like, I think we're all capable of being emotionally abusive.
Totally.
And I think we all have levels of toxicity.
For sure.
But we just go around going, oh my God, and you're so toxic. You're so... And I went, yes, I am. And also, like, so are you.
Totally. Personally, my toxicity, I would say, yes, you know, we talked about like the making men cry. I love that shit. I also, many years ago, used to love a fight. I don't know when I grew out of them.
Ooh,
Lord, it's so
that's
fucking
a good
hot.
one.
It's so fucking
Yeah.
hot. Again, it has to be with like a partner that I feel safe. Of course, I'm not looking for somebody
fair.
to murder me mid-fight. No, but a good fucking fight. Fuck, Loretta, it can get me going. I literally don't know because I haven't done it in a really long time. So I'm like, I wasn't even like a conscious decision. But I used to love picking a fight. I used to love having makeup sex because of it.
Oh, I see. Oh,
so
yeah.
good, so good.
You're
but
speaking
I do
my language.
know exactly. I do know that for the person, I actually think. Okay, I think I remember what boyfriend changed that because he was like, "You can't be doing this to me. Like, you can't be like breaking up." Like he like used to forbid the word breakup because I'd be like, "Oh, we're done, we're over." And he was like, "No, we're not." Like just
No. Whenever.
so exactly. So that was very toxic, but I don't really do it anymore. Maybe I should bring it back. No, but my poor man doesn't deserve that. But whatever. But that was one. But I think one that I do still have to this day is that I hate being told what to do. So
Oh, yeah.
like
Yeah,
maybe
same.
I was gonna get up and get you a coffee. But if you're like, "Oh, can you get me a coffee?" I'd be like, "Well, no." Like, that's not gonna happen anymore. Not even that. That's
Oh,
that's
okay.
That's a very
okay,
sweet
okay.
one. I feel terrible. Like that's
Yeah,
obviously
yeah,
not the
yeah.
case, right?
Yeah.
But it's just like the minute that you tell me how I'm supposed to do things, how I'm supposed to run my business. I've talked about this before. I think men that dare have an opinion on how I should work, especially men that have never had a business of their own, I'm like, fuck off.
Oh,
Oh my
Oh.
God, Loretta, just unrequested feedback. I literally posted a meme yesterday. I want to read it because I felt very, very seen by it. It literally says, "Oh, sorry, when I said I'm open to feedback, I actually meant you could give me a compliment."
yeah, fair.
Yeah.
10 toes down.
It's like, I am
I'm
not
with
asking
you.
for your feedback. I am not asking you to tell me what I have to do. And again, maybe it's something that I was willing to do. The minute that you impose it on me, I'm done. I'm done.
No,
I
I'm
know
with you. I'm with
it
you.
can be something positive, like, no, not anymore. Like, I just, oh my God, I have such a hard time with that. Such a hard time.
No, same. I'm the same.
Oh
and
my God.
where I find we've spoken about toxicity mostly like in a romantic setting.
Fair,
where
yeah.
I'm toxic with literally anyone is Annie.
Uh-huh.
I can hate a man. Oh, I can hate a man for free. I
Sister,
feel like
and you're
to
so
the point where,
good at that.
honestly, and thank you, sister. And I find that I've perhaps even made it a part of my personality is just to be like gagging a man, like making a man
Yes.
feel like, oh,
I think we all
like, I
kind of
literally
have.
don't know what to, I love it.
It's a sign of the times.
And like, I'm in London at the moment.
A man spoke to me,
And-
period. That's the story.
A man spoke to me literally full stop. And so I had gone to our equivalent of a karuja. So
Okay.
I'd gone to
Yep.
Waitrose.
Yep.
And something in me, which is another toxic trait, I will not pay for your shitty plastic bag. Yeah?
Okay.
And I'd gone there and my friend was kindly letting me stay at his apartment. So I went and I used my arms to like carry all this stuff. Like stuff was, I'd just come back from Reformer Pilates.
Love it.
And so like stuff was inside like my workout jacket and mostly it was in my arms. And a guy walked past me. 2 men walked past me. One of them saw that I was going through something, carrying that stuff. He moved out of the way. I said, thank you very much.
Lovely.
A second guy comes straight after him and it's one of those spots where it's like someone has to wait for the other person. And that's another thing. You will never in a million years ever. You won't catch me moving for very few people on the street. I'll get to that. But
Let
then
alone a
I was
man.
not moving for him.
Yeah.
Let alone a man. And then he walks up to me and he goes, do you know a bag's only like 50 cents, like US dollars? Like, do you know a bag is only 50 cents?
I'm not.
Bro,
Oh my God.
it
Oh my God.
wasn't even a half of a second
No.
where I told him to go eat fucking shit
Yeah.
and to go fuck himself. It was
Yeah.
so quick. It was just so, and literally he was like, because he was joking, but I was also like, don't speak to me like I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
I just have a
absolutely.
huge problem with that. And I know I live in Medellin, where that's, that's hand in hand with some of the men that live there. To talk to me like I'm a fool.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it makes me so angry.
No, it's terrible.
Like, it makes me irrationally angry.
Yeah.
Because I feel like other women can kind of just like let it go. They're like, oh yeah, he spoke to me like this, and I'm like, whatever.
Like to play into that. Oh no, I didn't think I could buy a bag. And it's just like, no.
And I just like, so like a culture shock that I've had between the UK and Colombia is, a couple of weeks ago, I was at my friend's house and the wind slammed the door shut when I left the room.
Okay.
I came back into the room and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then my British friends were like, why are you apologizing?
Oh my God,
like,
Loretta.
Whereas like, I'm going to say, girl.
Oh
I
my
know that you know
God,
what I'm going to say.
I could not agree
whereas,
more.
like,
I could not agree
whereas
more.
like, whereas like in Colombian culture, to slam a door even accidentally, seems like a huge social faux pas.
It's a huge fucking thing, and I don't get it. For like actual home doors, as well as for car doors. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh
yes.
my God. They will hiss at you. I'm not
Like,
trying to ruin your fucking car. Like, it's just,
honestly.
My God. Oh, I hate that
and
so
like
much.
Once I got into an Uber in Medellin, and sometimes they make me sit in the front. But I have noticed that some people make me sit in the front because they want to chew my fucking ear off. They want to know, ay, mami, ¿de dónde eres? ¿Te gusta Medellin? ¿Te gusta reggaeton? And I'm like,
I do have to add a little caveat here. In Colombia, Ubers semi-illegal. So they claim they have to make you sit in the front because that way you can pretend to be friends or whatever. Just throwing that out there. But yes, but they definitely do want the whole fucking scoop.
Like, me and Gustavo are mates from well back in the day. Like, what?
Did I ever tell you about the guy that I pretended the guy so I'm sorry, there was this one time I was leaving Provenza. So for those that are not from Medellin, Provenza is like the party zone sort of thing where all the clubs are. And I ordered this Uber, and the guy texts me and he's like, there's a lot of cops. We have like green cops are regular cops, and blue cops are cops that are for traffic, right? And typically the type of cops that will come after like, an Uber and stuff like that. And so he tells me there's a lot of like blue cops in that area. And I was like, okay, perfect. Like, what do you want me to say? I was like, should I say you're my dad? Like, I literally just said that. And he was like, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Dad.
Right. And so I stand next to one of these cops, chit-chatting him, a little like tipsy, of course. And I was like, oh, hey, is it okay if my dad like pulls up here? I don't know if like you're allowed to like, he's like, oh my God, of course. Like, no worry. Loretta, when I tell you a 19-fucking-year-old showed up to pick me up, and I was like,
why would he say that?
Say you're my brother. Like, we were discussing this whole fucking lie, and literally this child comes up, and like the cop kind of looks at me, and I was like, good night. Just get in the car. And I was like, just say you're like, you could have said like, no, say it's your brother, say it's your son. By all means, but like, not your fucking dad, it's this child. I was like, fucking asshole.
No, I just find like, this is what I mean. This is why I hate men. How can you not think like you're 19 years old? Like, you're a baby.
Be so for fucking real. No, honestly. No. And it's like you're picking me up at like 3 a.m. outside a club. Like, I'm not 5. Like, please.
Yeah.
Please
like,
understand
literally.
I'm an adult and like how old you should be.
Like, say you're my cousin. Say you're my brother.
Anything. Yeah.
And so I find that like I get into these cars, and once I got into a car with someone, and I have now learned to slam the door very gently to the point where they literally tell me, ya está abierta. Literally, that's the thing I get hurt. I'm told literally every single ride because I'm so scared. Because literally they're like, your door is still open. Your door is still open. I said, maybe, senor,
but I'm
need
so
to come
scared.
and close your own door. Right?
Loretta, a week ago, I was at my aunt's house. And the wind closed the door like really hard, like it slammed the door.
Oh no!
Immediately, I was like, "Ay, no!" Like I was making audible sound so that they could tell that I was like surprised. Like I was also an innocent bystander to this door slamming. They're like, "Oosh, qué horror!" I do not get it. I do not get it one bit.
And so I find my toxic trait is that
going back
there's a time, there was one time where I closed the door very gently, like a feather.
Yeah.
Like a feather.
Yeah.
And the driver was like, oh, you've done such a good job. He did all of this in Spanish. And he was like, you've done such a good job in closing the door, because you know that you have to close doors very softly in this country. And then I went, and I'm like, I'm sorry. That, I'm repeating what I'm saying, what he said, and I feel agitated. Like, I feel so annoyed.
It's like
and so
a little,
I'm just
like,
looking at him.
It has like good girl
No,
vibes.
no,
I don't know.
like, it's because he thinks I'm a fool and he doesn't need to speak to me with any sort of respect.
Yes.
It's not even about respect. You don't have to respect me. I'm a stranger.
No,
right?
but like,
it's
like person to person. I don't even know how, like, same
Decency.
same level. Yeah.
yeah. And then so I turned to him and I was like, yeah, I know. It's because your car is old and quite shitty. And literally, Annie, we drove Laureles to Poblado in
absolute
silence.
What a dream. What a dream.
And some people would hear that conversation and they go, ay, Lauretta, que grosera. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but I just hate being spoken to like that by a man.
No,
like,
I
a woman
totally
can
agree.
talk to me like that, fine. But it's just something about, like,
I don't think
2
anyone
balls
can
and a
talk to me
dick.
like that. Ugh, I
Ooh.
just hate it. I just hate it. Hate it so much. And that's why it's toxic. Speaking of toxic though, we've briefly discussed workplace affairs. That can be really toxic. I have always liked that, having a little work crush. I've always said that it's important to like show up and have someone to like dress up for and like be excited to see the next day.
You have.
That is a little toxic maybe. But do we think the queen and the king of possible workplace affairs are Kerry Washington and no eyebrows guy? I can't remember his name.
Wait, he doesn't have eyebrows? Wait, I'm Googling. Charlotte! He doesn't have eyebrows.
Charlotte, our assistant. Charlotte is also currently
Tony
in London.
Goldwyn.
Yeah, he doesn't have eyebrows.
Yeah, Tony Goldwyn doesn't have eyebrows. Wait, I'm literally looking at a picture. Wait, Charlotte, get me that picture. No, fuck. How have I not noticed this?
He literally has no eyebrows. I'm sorry. So
No.
Jess, who will be definitely listening to this episode, called me out on it and said that he was still very hot, eyebrowless or eyebrow.
That's true.
In whatever.
She's right.
He is attractive, but he doesn't have eyebrows. It is what it is. It is what it is.
I know.
He
but,
doesn't have an air to him, though. I'll give you that.
He does. And he's just so, like, sexy. He's even maybe sexier than Patrick Dempsey. And I think Patrick Dempsey... Whew,
I've gone
Pappy.
through phases with Patrick Dempsey. In my mind, he's taller, Tony. And I feel like that's kind of like what gives him like
sure.
a little bit more like,
I'm sure.
yeah.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah.
And Tony is just he's just such a strong man. Like,
Okay.
he's just so,
Okay.
he's just so like,
Lauretta, but this is like breaking your type a little bit.
I know, right? This is like not my type, like literally at all whatsoever.
But you know, here he is.
But like, Kerry Washington and him, 100%, 100% are having sex. 100%.
I am not very well versed on their relationship. I would say they 100% fucked during Scandal. What makes us say that they're fucking today? I'm just like out of the loop.
Do you not see that video?
No.
They just posted a video like 2 days ago.
Oh, were
and
they
are
fucking?
just as they were just as like intertwined as they've always been.
It's just
To the
and
point
he's
where I was
married,
like-
right? Charlotte.
They both are, I believe.
They both are. Okay, perfect.
I believe they
Yeah,
both.
he's married to Jane Muskie. Says
Don't know who
Charlotte.
you are, babe, but
But you're in trouble.
and he's been married to her since 1987.
Oh Lord,
1987. You never know.
is that 40
Maybe-
years?
I think so. It
Nearly.
is
Oh, that's
yeah,
disgusting.
basically.
What year is it? We're too old. We're too fucking old. Okay, anyway, so they're
what year?
fucking.
100%. 100%. Because I'm sorry, that level of on-screen chemistry, the only place I have seen that level of on-screen chemistry is Vicky Cristina Barcelona with
But
Javier Bardem,
I mean,
and
at least two of them were
then
fucking for sure.
they're married.
Yeah,
and then they got married. Right, and Penelope Cruz, those
Yeah.
two, that chemistry
That's a
between
hot
them, it was
fucking
like,
couple.
oh,
I love
yeah.
Javier Bardem. I like me a caveman man.
Oh,
He
like-
looks like the missing link, you know. But I say it in the best way because I think it's a hot thing. But this is like you can see the caveman in him. I love that.
I want you to date a guy, and then I would always tell him like, oh, you're Spanish. He wasn't Spanish, but I'd be like, you're Spanish. And then until one day, like he turned to me, he was like, why am I not tall like Javier Bardem? If I was Spanish, I said, oh. Okay, never mind.
Oh, buddy, okay. All right then.
I was like, oh, okay, won't say anything about that further. No, but Javier Bardem. But like men like that, I think that's like a subcategory. I don't think I could see myself on with a person like that because I think in a way they are too sexy.
Okay.
That's the problem. Like, I like to date someone who's a little bit more attractive than me. Just a smidge. Right?
A little touch.
Just a touch more attractive than me. But I couldn't be on the streets and he's pulling up a picture of me and people are looking at the picture of me, looking up at him, looking back at the picture and then laughing. Yeah. Like, what?
Yeah.
And that would be me and Tony Goldwyn.
And that, I've told you that is actually a personal anecdote of my life. So, yes.
Yeah, like,
that happened to
like,
me.
I'm sorry, I couldn't live my life that way. But like, I find with Kerry and Tony, there's just this like deep connection I find between them. So there was like one point where Kerry Washington was doing something in a video and then she was like taking a video of like Tony, and you know when like a man looks at you with such like longing, loving eyes, that was how he was looking at her. And then at the end, he's literally, and then at the end, I think Tony was directing an episode of Scandal, and at the end of that really short video, he like looks at Kerry and he's like laughing. He's like, oh my god, I love you so much. And she was like, I love you too, Tony. And there was something too real about those I love yous. There was something, Annie, it was filled with realness. That's what that was. It wasn't like, oh my god, love you, babe. It was like, I love you.
Okay, so I feel like I want to like expand on this category, not just speaking about Kerry. Like, I will get back to it in a second. But there's this video of Oscar Isaac, who I also fucking love, on the red carpet with Jessica Chastain, and he like kisses nearly her armpit. Do you know what I'm talking about? Lauretta,
I just had to Google who Oscar Isaac was.
You didn't. Charlotte did it. Shh, don't give off that we don't have a fucking producer. Charlotte did it. Yes. No, I think he's fucking amazing. He's a great actor as well. The way that, like, I had never wished for my armpit to be kissed before watching this video. Like, I can't even explain.
No, I know.
It was just, and they're both married. They were in the show. No, and it was insane. And you could see the way he looks at her. I was like, is he high? Because it's just the gaze, the everything. Oh my fucking god! So they for sure fucked. And then my last exhibit here is a video of Shakira and Alejandro Sanz. But actually, so do you know who Alejandro Sanz is?
I don't.
He's a Spanish singer, and they have this song together called La Tortura, right? So the video is very sexy and vibey, whatever. They have, I think, a second song as well. I can't remember the name of it, but whatever. It's a good song. You should look it up, and you should watch the video. This video, it's like them hanging out at what I think is his house, like kind of like vibing a little bit. He's filming her, right? So you can't see him, you can just hear him. But the way that she's like looking back at the camera, I'm like, girl, you fucked. You fucked. You fucked. God. It's fine.
No.
It's fine. And so when they broke up, when Shakira and Piqué broke up, I was like, we need you to get back to your roots. We need a little Alejandro Sanz here.
Yeah.
And it didn't happen. That I know of. She was like dating Hamilton or something weird like that. I don't think they're a good match, but
who's
whatever.
Hamilton? Oh, the person.
Lewis
Hamilton.
The person. She's not dating the Broadway show. She's dating. She's dating Lewis Hamilton, the Formula 1 driver.
Who's now dating Kim Kardashian.
Oh, okay, then she's not. I guess she did at some point.
Oh, yeah, they've been dating for a few months and she just hard launched him on her Instagram like last week.
Kim Kardashian?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm so out of the loop.
Our Charlotte. Just like, to just pull you up a bit, just right. Because someone did a memes where they were like, imagine the fact that in one family there is Timmy Chalamet,
Holy
Timmy
fuck.
Chalamet,
Jacob Elordi.
Lewis Hamilton, and Jacob Elordi.
Holy
Just
fuck.
like, these men have won the ticket, apparently.
Holy fuck.
This
And then
is
you
it.
want to date some normie, you can bring him home.
No, you actually can't. That's the thing. Like props to Lana Del Rey for marrying a normal person.
For her like MAGA
Listen, I love
alligator
her.
hunter. It's a little
No,
sketch.
is that what he is? Now I've got to hate him.
I
Like,
know.
the fuck?
I really wanted to love the story, but I don't know if it's true. I don't know if it's true. Allegedly. This is all like TikTok comments. I don't know if any of this is real.
All vibes, no research.
All
so
vibes, no
I'm
research.
assuming that it's real. And I just find that, like, I could not deal if that in real life, like, was my husband's. Like, if my
No.
husband was out here having intense romantic relationships with someone else. And, like, I could deal and I could be on board and I could explore a bit of polyamory. That's fine.
Fair.
But there's something about the shame that you would feel knowing that your partner has more chemistry with someone else than you.
I have
And
a
the
question.
whole world is shipping them.
That's the thing. So my follow-up question with this is, if you just were normal people and your husband has a crush on a friend that is a girlfriend, for example, and you know this and you kind of like sense it, and probably the people in your life get a sense of it as well, but that's it, would it bother you as much? Or is like the aspect that bothers you a lot is that everybody's like, oh my god, I love these two, oh my god, real love, you know, like all this stuff where you're just like, yeah, but he's married to me and he has been for 40 years.
Annie, that's an exemplar question.
Thank you,
That
sister.
question, sister, that question was actually like 10 over 10.
Thank you.
Because I want to believe that my partner could come and tell me that, hey babe, I have a crush on someone else, because I have gone to partners in the past and said like, oh my god, I had this crush on this person. But then there has to be boundaries.
Yes.
Like,
I don't know that
I had a
handle it,
crush
to be
on-
honest, but yes.
yeah, so like, I had a crush on a girl when I was dating a guy. And I came home and I told said partner, I was like, oh my god, like I met this girl, like, oh my, like I was, she was stunning,
Right.
blah 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 blah. I said all these things, and I even went as far to say like I fully like have a crush on her.
Right.
And my partner took it really well. He was like, oh okay, thank you for telling me. I think that's great. Have you got
Okay.
pictures?
Okay.
And then it was maybe 2 weeks later, I was on Instagram smiling at my phone. Actually, I'm gonna come off so bad in this story, but I was smiling at my
Girl.
phone, right? You know the way you smile when
Yeah. I know full well.
when you're talking to someone. Yeah. And so I was smiling at my phone, and he came up to me. He's like, what are you laughing at? I was like, oh yeah, I'm like talking to that girl. And then he came, and then he asked me very calmly, he went like this, he went, oh, are you like still talking to her?
Yep.
And when I tell you, I threw my phone on the floor
Not
and
anymore.
I looked up at him and I said, if you don't want me to ever talk to her ever again, I'm never speaking to her ever again.
Right.
And he then said, no, I don't think it's a problem. Like, I just hope you know that there are lines, please don't cross them.
I have a
And
very
even in
ignorant
that-
question. If I
Go
may.
on.
In
Go on.
relationships, because you know I have been cursed with heterosexualness. Is that the
Yes,
way you
yes,
call
yes,
it?
yes, yes. Yes.
So in relationships in which bisexuality is an aspect, do you feel like jealousy plays different roles when it comes to like, let's say for example, he's a male partner and you like a guy versus when you like a girl, or do you think that doesn't make a difference at all? Thank you, I'm listening.
So I feel like I can only speak for the two of us. So
Fair.
that person in
So
particular,
every
that partner,
relationship
he was
is
also
its
bi.
own realm, this sort of thing.
Yeah,
right? So
I
like we
do
don't have like
think
a
so.
rule that applies across the board.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so. So that in our relationship, so he was pansexual, bisexual, and I'm bisexual.
Gotcha.
And we were both very clear, like, I don't want to see you with another living being.
Period. Right.
Like, I'm going to be pissed.
Right.
And I would be equally as pissed regardless of who it was.
Gotcha.
Because it's still an intense emotional connection. And he was someone who like had a bit more experience with girls than he had with guys.
Okay.
I found that like I did have certain micro insecurities. So, for example, I said, you and we're having anal sex because you're not going to tell me you're missing Santos.
Yeah.
Fuck that. Right?
Yeah, we've talked about this. Like, he would not go unsatisfied.
Honestly, you won't be. And I remember he was kind of just like what? Like, shut up. Like, what are you saying?
And you're like, no, I'm saying it. And I'm doubling down.
I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm 10 toes down.
Yeah.
I was like, no. And so, I don't know. So, but then in those situations, I would be just as upset or just as bothered if he had done something with a man. Like, I'd be looking at him like, I'd maybe even feel perhaps even a bit more upset because I'm like, one of my friends who's never going to listen to this podcast, but we're still going to keep her anonymous because growth.
Yeah. Of course. Here we are.
She used to date a girl called Catherine. Okay. We've not kept her anonymous because I forgot.
Well, fuck you, Catherine. Okay.
Sorry, Catherine. She used to date a girl called Catherine who was Colombian.
Okay.
And my friend is from the US. And Catherine my friend is a lesbian. Catherine is bisexual, exploring, queer.
Okay.
And Catherine would sometimes turn around and say to my friend, I'm just thinking about like how much I miss like having sex with men.
Oh!
And I would be like, no, Annie!
Oh, that would fuck me up. That would fuck me the fuck up.
No, when she used to tell me, my friend used to tell me on the phone, my friend would like cry. My friend would be like, because literally, what can I do about
so
that?
Unfair. That is so not
like,
cool.
Why would you do this to someone? Whereas that was Catherine down bad. That was her thing. And she would like, Catherine would then like double down on this like bullshit. And she would like go out like clubbing and like flirt with guys. There were times where like she'd get really drunk and like try and go home with guys while she was in a relationship with my friend.
Yep.
And so
okay,
in a way I feel like I'd feel more upset if you then slept with a guy. If you were then like, yeah, you know, I just wanted someone to, I don't know, because apparently the male anatomy, the male rectum feels very different to the female rectum is what I've been told.
Really?
Like, you can do it, but apparently it's just like, apparently God has designed for dicks to really go up men's bums more than it is for women. Yeah. Like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, if God didn't want us having anal sex, he would have put a gag reflex on the asshole, and he didn't. So
do you think God doesn't want us to give blowjobs? Or he just wants us to get good at controlling that gag reflex? There's tricks.
That. Okay. There is. Suppress.
Yeah.
And so, and so suppress. And so on this occasion where I had this crush on this girl, and this partner then was like, yeah, are you still talking to her? In that moment, I went, I'm actually not going to talk to her anymore. Yeah. Because
I can sense
I don't want you...
that this is like a boundary that I'm crossing.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas imagine that, like, you're Tony Goldwyn's wife or you Kerry Washington's husband.
Listen, because first of all, they're working together. Like, not anymore, but like for years, up on years, they're going in. Like when you're filming a show, it's just like, day in and day out, right? It's not like you're like filming for 3 months and then you never have to see each other again. So you're like working together for years, falling in love while the rest of the world is falling in love with you as a couple. And then the show ends in 2018. Lauretta, it's been like 10 years. No, like 80 years.
I know.
And there's still a thing.
Literally that.
No, la puta madre. Ni pa'l putas.
They just literally posted a video, I swear to God, this week. Of them flirting with their eyes. Fucking with their eyes, basically.
Unless, as a spouse, you've come to like this place of partnership rather than lust, love, enamorment. You know, so like maybe for them it makes sense to stay together and they have kids and they have like an enterprise together that is this marriage. But it doesn't matter to you to see your husband like drooling all over another woman.
It doesn't. I'm sorry, like, it literally does not. And I don't know how. And listen, maybe they're just two really good friends. And
I don't know if I look at my friends Lauretta that way.
Like, I couldn't imagine myself being married and then like Miguel and him being married. Yeah. And then we're there.
How is Miguel?
Hugging. Honestly, you are going to have to ask Julian Beltran because
I haven't seen him in ages.
No, I've got no idea.
Okay,
like,
as well.
None.
Okay, sure.
I've not even seen him this side of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I feel like the last time I saw him was when we had that candle day party.
But like the thing went down with his bike, right? So he couldn't
No,
come
I
to
didn't know.
carnival.
Oh no, I didn't know
Yeah,
what would
so
happen. Okay, well that makes sense. All right. Anyway,
yeah.
sorry people. We also have lives.
We do.
So you couldn't imagine both you and him being married to other people, and meanwhile you're like kissing with tongue.
We're fucking with our eyes, like basically.
No.
Or like we're going on a show, and I don't know, like maybe this is another part of my toxic traits, but Annie, I don't know if I could see my partner do such elaborate sex scenes if they were an actor and I was like a nobody, and you doing like what is a very sexual sex scene with someone. I don't think I actually could.
The thing is that, Lauretta, a lot of like actors say, and it is true to a certain extent, that it's like very mechanical, that it's work and you're detached from it. But I have not been discovered yet, so I have not been able to be in the cinema. However,
you will be.
Thank you, TBD. But as far as like I did theater, it is intimate, I have to say. Even if it's coordinated, even if it is, like planned out, even if you know exactly which hand goes where at what time and whatever, you're still like breathing the same like 2 centimeters of air with like this other partner. It is intimate. I'm sorry. I don't know if like maybe I wasn't that good of an actress and maybe that's why I didn't get discovered. But it's very close. And I think at times like I had to act with partners that I was like repelled by, and it was annoying, and it was
not repelled.
Oh my god, there was this one man, Lauretta. Disgusting.
Not
I still like
repelled.
I can smell him as I'm telling you this story. Like
oh no.
the worst. And it's not that he smelled bad, it's just that his distinct, like, because I was repelled by him, I remember
fair
like the musk, disgusting. But yeah, so it is like, I'm not saying that it's all enjoyable because you don't know what partner you have, right? So like sometimes like it might be someone that you like really get to like enjoy the moment with, and sometimes it's somebody that you don't enjoy the moment with. But it's not neutral at all. And I take my hats off to like Tony's wife, Kerry's husband. Maybe they're fucking.
Oh, plot twist.
They should.
Plot twist.
They should is what I think.
I think they should. I endorse that. And like I also kind of low-key endorse Kerry and Tony's affair. Like, I know it's bad, but like they would make such an incredible couple.
It is a cool
Fitz
story.
and Olivia.
It is a cool story. Ugh, fuck.
And it just has me thinking that like relationships are tough, but let me tell you what's tougher. What's tougher is when your homegirl has a boyfriend that you do not like. That's a rough one.
Bruh, it's so fucking hard. It is so fucking hard.
No, I literally know. And I'm probably going to get cancelled for this.
Sure.
But I have met a handful of my friends' partners. Some of them are like amazing. Some of them are like, you're fine. And some of them are like, ew.
Okay.
Woof.
Okay. Yeah.
And I pride myself in having a superpower of really actually being able to hide it.
Okay.
I think.
Right.
Because
I think
because my long-term friend, my friend of over 12 years, I met her new partner a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, I know who we're talking about.
And he, like, there was nothing actually wrong with him, like, I must say.
Just
right?
flavorless.
Yeah, he was just like, he was like a high school jock, which was crazy because he was 32 years old.
Okay.
And so...
Wait, when he was in high school, or...
No, like now. Like, sorry, let me clarify.
He was a high school jock, which is crazy because he was 32 years old.
he acts like a high school jock now,
okay.
Which is crazy.
Okay.
Because he's 32 years old.
Was he ever a high school jock? Or did I
He looks like he might have been.
We don't even know. Gotcha. Okay.
Like, but it's the personality type. Like, the type
yeah.
would be in the UK would be a rugby boy.
Oh,
so, like, misogynist, sexist,
no.
Neanderthal, stupid, you know.
I keep going. I'm going through the motions where I'm like, hot, disgusting, hot.
Yeah, and I'm just like, and so I met him, And he treats my friend very well, which is why I swallowed it, but I feel like my face didn't swallow it. Because
Right.
she was coming home with him and I was staying with her, and she was coming home with him, and she called me. She was like, he's coming home with me. I said, oh, okay. And she could hear she was panicked.
Okay.
And then she comes home and she can't sit still. She starts like sweating, and she's like, yeah, it's like, obviously this is my friend. And I am apparently, outside of her family, the only person in her friendship group who has actually ever met him.
Okay.
So her mum and her 2 brothers have met him, but no one else in her family has met him. No one else in her family has met him, and none of her friends have met him. And they've been together like over a year at least.
How has her family
And-
met him before her friends?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. And also, her family's the type of people who are like, they will like whoever she brings home because it's important to support her.
Okay.
They're
Okay,
like
okay,
better
okay.
people than me. Whereas
Right,
I think
yes.
she knew that I'm kind of spicy. And so
And you have opinions.
I meet him. I do, and I did keep them all to myself. And I met him, and he was just like a nice guy. He was like full of really like, he likes like an immature joke. He gives the energy of someone who would like wait until he'd wait until the elevator doors were closed and then fart. That's the kind of guy he was. Like, that's kind of
my
like jokes he
God.
liked. And listen, Annie, there's nothing wrong with that.
Not
Is there?
no, there isn't. There's nothing actively terrible with it.
Exactly. And my friend seems to be like quite happy with him.
Mm-hmm.
And then she then says to him like, oh, I saw like an aromatherapy class, like, would you like to come to this aromatherapy class with me? He was like, why would I do that? That's gay. And I was like,
Oh, buddy, all right.
and I just went, he obviously doesn't know that like I'm in the community, so that's like a super like, that's such a faux pas
You're in the
to
alphabet
say in front of
mafia.
someone like me.
Yeah.
And so he obviously didn't know that. And also, but one thing I must actually commend about him, when I meet someone new, I have small amounts of like, just like Annie, I have small shame, and I have
Okay.
small amounts of like, you know, put my best foot forward.
Right,
And what I
yeah,
rate
yeah,
about
yeah.
him, he was like, I'm gonna leave my best foot back at my house because I don't give a fuck. That was him.
I don't own a best food.
I don't have one. And I kind of actually love that about him because he fully didn't care. He was just like, yeah, I don't care if you like me or not.
To live like that.
Like, I don't care about like getting to know you. I didn't care about getting to know him either. And I kind of like, I respected it. But then afterwards, she was then like, I was staying in her bedroom, and she was like, yeah, so like I might have to put you on the sofa because I don't know how to tell him that like he can't sleep over. And I was like,
I get it.
oh, okay. And I was like, kind of cunty of my friend. And then I was like, oh, okay. And I was like, sure, I can be on the sofa if I've got to be. And then I went, but also if you don't want him to stay, why don't you just tell him that? And she was like, yeah, I just like don't really feel like I can. And I told him that you were staying over this week, so I'm surprised he didn't just like get the message that like he can't stay. And I went, okay. And then I was then quite cold with him. So this is the thing with me, which is actually probably my number one toxic trait, which is that
I love that we can just keep racking them on.
No,
Okay,
because
okay.
literally I have so many. That's actually fully the problem. My problem is this. I have a really big personality. The thing about me is that I'm really, really, really likable, right? Someone
I
made
don't
a
have to
comment to
second
me
that.
this
Yes, you are.
week. No, I am. And someone said something about me this week. They were like, yeah, but I feel like you can polarize people. Like sometimes people like you and sometimes people don't. And I actually disagree. Everyone likes me because I'm likable.
Yeah.
Some people
You're
are not
charming,
likable.
you're charismatic, you're
And, like, if
smart,
you-
so
the
like
people-
you morph easily into different types of conversation, which I don't think a lot of people can
Thank
do.
you, babe.
Yeah, you're very welcome, sister.
And
Sorry, I'm so obsessed with them. Sorry.
And I have actually found that people who find me like that don't like me, it's because I'm highlighting something in them they don't like. And like they don't like that they're not confident, or they don't like that
Yep.
they're not charismatic.
Absolutely.
Those are the things. And so my toxic trait is that I am so like welcoming and kind to the people I want to be welcoming and kind to. Like, especially when I first meet someone, like I want to hear about this obscure thing that you like. Tell me more. I want to know, right? But then if I don't like you, the thing I would just be so cold to you and then
Yeah.
be really nice to everyone else around you, which
I will
is
make
actually
you
really
regret
toxic.
being born. Yes.
No, because and I won't be rude. I just will be like, I will
No,
literally go
like
to you like, oh my
you
god,
will
Annie,
be the
like, I love
sun
your dress.
and you will shield the
Yeah.
light from them.
Literally, and that is apparently really toxic and actually apparently a narcissistic trait.
Oh Lord. well now.
Oh, sorry, but I just do it to people who I think deserve it, which
No,
is
I
also
agree.
apparently a
I
narcissistic
agree.
thing to
I
say.
agree,
But
I
so with this guy, like with one of my friends dating, normally I'm someone like when I meet my friends' boyfriends, I want to know what you're about. What do you like? What's your
Totally.
favorite dessert? That's a way to
Totally.
get in with literally anyone in this
Yeah, yeah.
world is what's your favorite dessert? Because even if they go, I don't like dessert, what's your favorite food?
Yeah, like there's a follow up.
Do you like a cheese board?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And so like with him, I was just like, I actually don't want to know anything about you. I don't know what your job is. I'm guessing he's 32. Bro could be 21. I did not ask.
Yeah.
And so like afterwards, I then found that the rest of the trip when I was there with my friend was actually quite awkward.
Ooh.
Because I think she could tell I didn't like him.
Right.
She then didn't ask me about it. We then spent basically no alone time together after that, because I think she was like, I kind of got the impression she was like, please don't, I don't want to talk about the fact that you don't like my boyfriend.
Exactly. Like she didn't want to give you the opportunity to get into it.
Yeah, and I find that with other people, I have another friend who like, I hate her fiance. Her fiance is a fucking pits.
Okay.
He's a food shamer. He's
Oh,
snobby.
yeah. Oh, we've talked about
like,
this motherfucker. Yeah.
Him, yeah.
Yep.
So he sucks. And I will tell you, my friend, I talk to him on the phone. I'm like, hey, how was your day? How was this? How's this going? Because it's important for me to support my friend.
Of course.
Because
of course.
Annie, this particular friend, the one with the fiance, everyone hates her fiance. So like, I didn't want to like kick a dead horse, basically.
Yeah.
Which is why I was
No,
like,
I've been
listen,
in that
I'm gonna fully pull
same
it together for him.
position with a friend where everybody dislikes her boyfriend to a point where like he's complaining to her about how bitchy her friends are, and it's just like, no, we have full reason to dislike him, and I've had to be the one that is still willing to like hang out. Like I've hung out with him like 3 times total in my life, right? But I've had to be like willing to do it because she's so hurt at the fact that like everybody else has shut him off, and it's just like,
Yeah.
but he's awful. He's awful.
And it's hard. Like, it's hard
Yeah.
for everyone involved other than the
Yeah,
guy.
Exactly.
But it's like hard for you, it's hard for the girl, it's hard for the friends, it's hard for everyone. And so I feel like in some circumstances, and why I think this is a dilemma, is that perhaps I haven't learnt when you're meant to fake it and when you're meant to say something.
I mean, there's certain things that are like hard stops. Obviously, like I don't know if it's even worth saying, but like if your friend is being abused, if like, there's all sorts of things. What I will say though, Loretta, is life is long, and I've learned that life is long. And I really like that concept. Like I think that we kind of like go by the idea of like life being short more often than long, but like there is time for everything. And so I have 2 good friends now married to their husbands, well, to their boyfriends, now their husbands, who I adore as husbands. I could not stand these motherfuckers as boyfriends.
Oh, okay.
But also,
okay.
when I met them, or like when they were dating, we were 21? Loretta, such a different time in life. So like one of my friends, for example, she was doing long distance with her boyfriend. This dumbass. Because honestly, now that I know him as an adult, I'm like, he's delightful. I love him.
Okay.
At the time, he
Okay.
was just dumb, I think. He was like a young man doing dumb, stupid shit. So he wouldn't text her or call her back, for example, on like a Saturday night. But he would go out and he would post on Snapchat who he was like hanging out with. Girl, the nights of duty that I served with this girl crying about this man doing this shit. So I mean, I didn't hate him, but I hated him. I was like, this fucking motherfucker. Like, it was just so annoying. And I was like, at least be smart. Like, don't post shit if you're not going to text back, or text back. And like, she doesn't have a problem with you going out. It's just that you're not texting her back. And so it would become a whole thing. And like, do you think he wants to break up with you? They are now married. They have a child. I love this man with my whole heart and soul. Like, is this?
Aww.
And he's a great guy. He's a great, great guy. It was just like, I was there for the very beginning of the relationship. It's not always easy. They had to go through like the motions, of course, right? And this again was like, what, 11, 12 years ago? Like a long, long time ago.
Baby.
Exactly. So like, obviously at the time, I was like, this is like the worst man on earth, because you're seeing your friend crying about it and you see that she's devastated and you see that he has like an easy quote unquote fix. I was like, why wouldn't you just fucking text back, bitch, you know? But now, delightful.
I get that.
Delightful. Another
Yeah.
one of my really good friends, I actually introduced her to her husband. Shout out to me. But I used to be friends
Whoop,
with
whoop.
him and with her like separately. I introduced them lightly. We just like all ran into each other and I introduced them, but I like to have the credit for it. Thank you very much.
Okay.
And I used to be, I used to love partying, you know, I used to love going out. I used to love partying. One of the very first times that they hung out, we all were hanging out at this one, like, pre-drink before we went to another party, right? At said pre-drink, we got sloshed. We got hammered. We got drunkerito. Very, very bad. At the time, I was pursuing the man that would then become my boyfriend, and she was pursuing him, you know, so we were both kind of like doing our own business, as one does at a pre-drink. Perfect.
On the hunt.
Exactly. We all take like separate Ubers, like however many people can, not even Ubers, I think at the time, probably taxis, to the party. We show up at the party. This was a gala. We used to have like galas quite a bit when I was in university. I don't know what, people just wanted to dress up, but we had this gala.
Okay.
And so the Uber that I ended up going in, or like the people that I was with, was the man that I was pursuing, the man's best friend, the best friend's brother, and the best friend's brother's girlfriend. Okay? So we show up at this fucking gala that we had tickets purchased for and that we were all dressed fucking up for.
Okay.
The girlfriend was wearing jeans and boots. So they didn't let her in, even though she fucking knew that it was a gala. They didn't let her in. So I was like, oh, okay, bye. Like thinking that like Julio and her were gonna fuck off. Nope.
Yeah.
He didn't go, then Diego wouldn't go in, and then because Diego wouldn't go in, Diego wouldn't go in. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? So I didn't want to go in either because I was like on the hunt for this other man, right? And so I didn't go in. And so I didn't see my friend for the rest of the night, right? And we were like, peace out. I went off to do this thing. We went off to a different club. She went into this party. I didn't know what happened to her the rest of the night. She ended up in the bathroom throwing up with her man, not even boyfriend, with this guy holding her hair and everything.
Yeah.
Right? So for him, the image that he had of me was not very positive, in the sense that I had gotten this girl that he liked drunk, because obviously he couldn't conceive the fact that she got drunk on her own, but I got her drunk. That I'd gotten her drunk, and that whenever, you know, like we'd still go out to parties, he felt like she actually isn't a party person at all. So whenever she would go out partying, it was because I was dragging her a little bit. So I think he felt like I was like the bad influence in that sense. And there was definitely like a shift. Like I could feel that he didn't like me, and so therefore I kind of like stopped liking him as well. You know, because I was just like, oh, like you're
yeah.
You have that total vibe around me, and I could tell that he didn't like her hanging out with me. And I think it's like at the beginning stages, maybe if she didn't want to hang out or something, she'd say she was with me, whether she was or not, right? So like there was like tension there, I would say. Again, now married, I love that man. I would give him my fucking, I was gonna say my uterus. He can't use a uterus. I don't know, my liver, something, you know, like I love that man. I love their child. I think he's one of the best fathers and husbands I know. Amazing. Love him 10 on 10. But then again, at the time, not so much. We had a bit of like a struggle to get there. So I do think that like certain things you can grow past and you can learn to love these men. And I've said it before, like I think I'm very lucky that 90% of like my friends' partners are amazing guys and girls, because like some of them have girlfriends. Actually, shout out to Mercedes, coming to your wedding October of 2026. Looking forward. Anyway, yeah, but so, and like, you know, I think I'm very lucky in that the fact that like the partners my friends choose are amazing people that I love to hang out with. But every now and then, Lauretta, I want to kill them. Yep.
Girl, yours is like the majority. Mine is like, Annie, I feel like mine's like 50-50.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Okay.
And really, this probably stems from the fact that I'm a man hater.
Fair. Yeah.
Honestly, really and truly. I'm like, But then sometimes you talk to them and you're like, you're like, oh, okay.
Like I tried,
and for me,
but there's
never
nothing
looks.
here. You said it's never looks?
And it's never about the way they look, because you know how like sometimes people don't like your partner just because like they don't think they're attractive.
Oh, that's really mean. I didn't
It
think
is
that was
super mean, but some people are like that.
Oh, fuck.
Some people are like that. Some people are
Okay.
like, there was once a time
Well, you don't have to
where,
fuck them.
oh my God, this is so funny. No, I know, right? So there was once a time where I was 15, was I? I was a certain age. I was a teenager though.
Okay.
And then I went into a relationship on Facebook when Facebook was cool. I went
That's cool.
Facebook official with someone who wasn't my boyfriend. We were friends, and I really just wanted to be like in a relationship with someone because everyone around me was in one, and I was
Right.
like, so I asked this guy who was like really geeky and really nerdy,
Uh-huh.
and I knew he was like infatuated with me,
Okay.
and I was like, okay, do you want to be Facebook official? We're obviously just friends, but like we're Facebook official.
all I
And then-
want is that title on Facebook.
literally. And I remember asking a few men, I asked
Uh-huh.
boys, sorry. I remember asking a few boys before I landed on this like geeky guy.
Uh-huh.
And all the other boys were like, yeah, so like, no. And so eventually I was like, okay, like scraping the bottom of the barrel, let me ask this like nerd. And I am saying this, and I can say this because I was a huge loser in high school. And so, like, I can call him a nerd because I wasn't even nerdy. Like, nerdy, I was below him. But, like, in my school, we were in different schools. But, like, in
Okay.
my school, socially, I was probably a bit below him.
Okay, gotcha.
And so we then go Facebook official. And then one of
Uh-huh.
my friends, who's still my friend to this day, my friend
Okay.
of over 20 years,
Uh-huh.
she sees the in the relationship, like, post. And she texts me immediately. She went, is this your boyfriend? And I was like, oh no, like we're just friends, we've gone Facebook official. And she was like, yeah, because I was gonna say you can do so much better than that. Like, I can't believe you would ever be with a guy that looked like that.
You can't
And
see
I
me,
was
but my
like-
jaw's on the fucking floor.
I know.
What?
People are no. People like judge you. And you'll notice it as well, where like one thing I notice and I do challenge is when my friends tell me about a partner, never ever do I ask for a picture of him. Like, because I fully
Well, and
actually
even if you
not
do,
care.
even if you do, people are like, "Oh, wait, let me. Oh, no, wait, no, he
Let me
doesn't
find
really-"
let me find a good one. Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you're
yeah.
you're never gonna find one. I'm sorry.
Like, and so I find that when my friend tells me that they're seeing a new guy,
Uh-huh.
never in my life have I actually ever asked for a picture.
That's sweet.
Because I don't need a picture.
I get it. Yeah.
Because either like, what do you want me to say? Do you want me to say that he's cute when he's not? Or
True.
do you want me to say that he's super sexy and maybe you're insecure and now you feel weird about
Yeah,
it?
yeah, that's
And,
true. That's also true.
Like,
It's
you
weird
know,
when
and
people are
so,
like,
like,
"Oh,
what's
he's
my-
so hot." It's just, well, I don't know.
yeah, and
Yeah.
you're like, this? And also because types are a thing. Whereas I sometimes find that some people are like obsessed with seeing what your partner looks like.
Sure.
I don't know if it's like I want to know if I could get him or them, or it's that, oh, I want to know, like, are you punching? Because they see it as like a successor to
I
have
feel
someone
like
attractive.
I have asked, but just to put like a face to the story. But now that I think about it, it can be like misconstrued, and I'm gonna stop asking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna stop
No, so
asking
I feel
always.
like it's a double whammy. So like
Yeah.
one of the things I do to circumvent that is that I might go, can I see a picture of you two together? Is what I might say
Okay, yeah.
if I'm gonna ask. But like most of the times, like I actually fully do not give a fuck about
Yeah.
what your partner looks like.
yeah, fair.
Do you know what I want to hear about? I want to hear that, oh my God, and then he said this really funny joke.
Yeah,
Any
how
other
he makes
funny
you
person.
feel, what he's funny about. I'll take a sex story as well. It is who I am. It is who I am.
Yes.
I also do want to know how you fuck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I really do too. I want to know, is there things I need to learn?
Exactly.
Tell me.
Yeah.
And so I do find that it's like people use that as almost like a currency of like, oh, I want to know that I'm like doing better than you. So like show me a picture.
Oh, wow.
Or they're like, no, it's crazy out on these streets. I'm
No,
telling
it really
you.
is.
I'd love to keep talking about this with you, but I actually legitimately, fully actually have to go. So call me later.
Definitely will. Bye.
Hello? No, pero llámame ya.